When I was a little kid, when I was in elementary school, second grade, my teacher asked the whole question about what they wanted to be when they grew up. And, that brought about the typical response, firefighter, a construction worker. Well, she got around to me and I said, well, I want to be an astronaut. And she told me, she said, why don't you try something a little smaller? And from that point on, I kind of knew that I needed to push myself to prove her, not only her wrong, but to prove myself wrong, because as time went on, I started to believe what she said, that I needed to start smaller and to focus on the smaller things in life and not go for something so big. Last summer, I participated in an internship through my school. They partnered with Future Connections, and I got the opportunity to work at NASA for 8 weeks, working on 3D design, coding, and I got to meet some pretty amazing people. The first day I arrived at my building at NASA, I got into my office and I just sat there for the longest time and thought to myself, oh my God, I've made it. And it's real, it's actually happening, and I didn't give up on myself. I told myself that a dream is possible if you apply yourself. If you really want it bad enough, it'll happen. And I'm not an astronaut yet, but I'm one step closer. My boss had me working on a project for him. He had me working on a Mars program where I had to design realistic HAB modules and launch procedures to get humans on Mars and to get them to stay on Mars. And I presented it to the director of NASA, who just happened to be there that day. They said it was very well planned out, and that's what they're going for right now, is something very similar.
They were impressed that somebody who was only 16, 17 years old had 2 years of experience in 3D design, using 3D printers. From what I understand, his work that he produced at NASA was impressive to them.
Lawrence has helped me a lot. Staying organized was my main problem. I wasn't an organized person at all, and I wasn't keeping up with my work, and that was a huge problem because my grades were falling as a result. And through Lawrence, I figured out ways to help myself study better, to keep myself more organized, and not only with learning skills, but social skills too. Lawrence is a smaller environment. It's a closer community, so I was able to socialize more and not keep to myself as much. And I think that played a huge role in giving presentations and even interview day, because I've had so many experiences talking to people and getting up and sharing in front of people. Lawrence doesn't leave anyone behind, and that's really great.